Yeah, bro. You got that RAM?
Got that RAM. I got 16 gigs right here. This is all you need.
No, bro. I asked for more.
Oh, you want the real stuff.
Oh, I want the real stuff.
I
want the real RAM.
I got you. How about 16, 32, number 64 gigs.
Sorry, what was that? What was that third one? What was that?
16,
what was that third one there?
32, number. This is only number. But wait, this is actually double that. This is 128 gigs.
What are the numbers in between, though?
We don't care about those numbers.
We're not worried about it.
We're not worried about those numbers. I have the audio pulled up on here, so you're hearing reverb.
Welcome. We need to work on the transition from skit to live stream to.
I don't know. I just like rolling straight into it.
I'm happy for you.
Welcome everybody. This is the Friday afternoon, nighttime, evening, cozy wozy live stream.
Put that one in. Put that one in the description.
Yeah, exactly. So
cozy wozy,
we just
spelled with 3 Z's.
I just watched the viewer count literally drop. we had 4, and then right as I said that, it dropped to 3. All right, everybody. I'm watching your face, and it's great.
No.
This is the Friday Night live stream. Today we are going to be building a Firebird, which is a wonderfully awesome VFX post-production workstation. This is all going to be designed around our Intel i9-9900K.
It's out of the box.
Which is already out of the box.
Thank God.
Indeed, we just have the Ingram here.
He just flips it around. Hey, watch me juggle.
I have it right here. We'll get into the story on all that here in a sec, but
oh gosh,
we have that and the wonderful skit that we had. We have 128 gigs of Vengeance LPX RAM, which means actually each one of these RAM sticks is 32 gigabytes.
More than I've got in my computer is in one of those sticks.
Which is funny because this is literally an 8 gig DIMM kit. And this is 4 times that in the same stick. And then we have 4 more of them.
That are all going into this.
Yep.
What kind of motherboard is it, sir?
This is an Asus. It's a WS-Z390 Pro. It's a workstation motherboard. That's copyrighted, sir.
Well, we've now been demonetized.
So this is going in a workstation motherboard. This is obviously a workstation, if that wasn't apparent by the excessive amount of RAM that we have here. We're going to be cooling our i9-9900K with our Dark Rock Pro 4, excuse me. Our video cards, we're going to be putting in 2 2070 Supers, which I believe are off screen. I don't know if all of them are in here, to be totally honest.
Those.
Yeah, we have.
The second one's off screen.
Another one on over there. And for the storage, we have a 2 terabyte M.2, which is already pre-installed into our motherboard. We did that off stream. Yeah.
I need to get one of those.
You need one. We're changing out the fans in the wonderful EVGA SuperNOVA. Nope, that's a power supply. And we're changing out the fans in this bad boy.
Little did you know, we were dismantling the entire power supply.
Indeed. So
and putting the PC in there. Mini ITX.
We are changing out the fans in our case here, which is the Phanteks Enthoo Pro Tempered Glass Edition. We're changing all those out with the Noctua NF-F12 PWM Chromax Black Swap fans.
You could do that, but you couldn't figure out what case we're in?
I can read it. Very, very tiny print up there.
Dude, well done.
Right? And these 2070 Supers are the EVGA Hybrid Edition, so they are water-cooled. So we're going to have the air-cool and water-cooling action, so we're going to have to figure that out while we go.
Well, one of those, too.
And to power all of this, we have the unbelievably heavy... Well, you want to try to pick that up?
Nope.
You sure? It's actually...
I don't want to embarrass myself. Good God.
It is actually quite heavy.
So that did not help you at all.
Just... Is it back?
It's back on.
Hey!
Wonderful. So we had some technical difficulties. For some reason, OBS is liking grass.
Chris pushed a button.
Your face.
Oh god.
And we're back. Your face was priceless there. All right. So I'm going to turn it over to Will here quickly for him to start doing some motherboard stuff. I'm going to jump back and make sure all of our settings saved. Because last time OBS crashed, it did not.
So for all we know, we're screaming at you right now.
Yep. We're going to switch over to cam 2.
That's that one. Alright. So, fun story. I definitely bumped.
Go ahead. I was going to say go ahead and start doing the motherboard.
I know, I'm getting there. I wanted to tell a story first. I had knocked my nog a good few times on that camera, so if you are having a weird angle or it's just shaking, then sorry. You'll be fine and you'll survive and it'll all be okay. Alright, so we are just slowly putting all the components away. Not away, but that way I can actually get to the motherboard, work some solid magic on it, and call her good. So we're gonna end up installing the RAM. I lied. We're gonna install the processor first. We're gonna get that i9 in this. You guys doing okay?
Yeah.
Ouch! Something sharp on the bottom of this freaking thing.
Yep. All right. Let me jump up here, and if you don't mind, if I could take this over.
You want the motherboard?
Yeah, because you have the case.
I work on the case.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
so you got those. You got that. You got that, and these are done. So.
Yep.
Go us. They couldn't see that. They're up here. They can't see you toss things. Perfect. Now we're gonna have to go find that, you jerk.
They can't see you toss things.
We can't see it. All right, so I'm gonna get the
power supply. Yeah, if you can do power supply and get that all in.
Shoot, I can do that.
So this was a very interesting use case. Well, an interesting dilemma for us. Chris came to me right before we started the stream, about half an hour, maybe an hour beforehand, and said, "Hey, fam," using those exact words. "Hey, fam." He said, "Will this motherboard support 128 gigs on this BIOS?"
At which point?
I don't know. We did a quick Google, and it said no on the original BIOS. So Chris and I kind of scrambled quickly and threw all this together on a test bed over on the area over there where we do all the stuff to make sure that all of this worked correctly. And turns out this BIOS does support 128 gigs of RAM.
Little did the manufacturer know.
Yes. So it was a little, hence why everything is basically out of the package that it's supposed to be in.
That was on purpose.
And this is the second time I am installing this i9 today.
On purpose. Bro, you are double the risk at this point. Oh my goodness.
But we wanted to kind of restage it back up a little bit for you guys to get some content and all that jazz.
Oh, you're part of it too. You're part of the fam. You're part of the top flight crew.
And one thing that we do have, which is kind of awesome, is Will and I are monitoring the comments over here as well with Chris over yonder.
Yonder way.
So if you guys have any comments or want to have a little quick chat, drop a...
Yeah, we'll take it outside. We'll have a quick chat, man. No, for real though. Like, if you guys got questions,
so drop them in the comments, and we shall.
Odds are Connor can answer them.
Probably. 42.
So many cables.
I already know where that question's coming from.
40 what?
42.
Okay, what?
What is the meaning of life? 42.
Oh goodness. And you. All right, what?
Oh, the large chunk power cable.
The big chungus.
Big chonko.
Chonko. All right, so here is where.
You know, Will, I think it's time for a Be Quiet screwdriver roundup.
We have another one.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's another. Here's another.
I think that is all of.
Holy mother of goodness.
And, oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing over here. But I am pulling out the CPU cooler. And in the CPU cooler box is another Be Quiet screwdriver.
Hey!
Whoa!
Alright, we got 2 graphics cards going in here. Both are 8 and 6.
Yep.
How many is that, Connor?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We almost have a dozen Be Quiet screwdrivers. We need to find one more.
Oh, it'll exist.
They will be here. It will be here, I'm sure.
I'm not worried about.
I'm sure we can find it. So yeah, if you guys can't tell, we really don't like Be Quiet. We barely use them.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Hashtag definitely not sponsored. Solidly could be.
Solidly could be.
Do we need SATAs in this?
No.
Fantastic.
SATA data, no. SATA power.
SATA power.
You may for that hub.
The fan hub up here?
Yep.
I'm not seeing it.
Typically, you get off of.
There it is.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's usually one.
Alright, so we need one. So there's the VGAs, there's the SATAs, SATA power.
Connor.
Hi, Chris. Yeah. Yeah. Chris is just pointing off camera to just a giant pile of Be Quiet boxes. We have a lot of boxes. We're gonna be doing some fun with those here in sometime.
So
You guys actually really can't see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna shimmy on over here a little bit.
No, they can literally only see the Be Quiet screwdrivers.
They really can. It's okay. That's the true. That's what people come here for. Is the true content. It's Be Quiet screwdrivers.
Big facts. So, Chris, what was that about being out of here in X amount of time?
We're shooting for this stream to be an hour. We started 15 minutes ago. Well, no, we didn't. We started technically 10 minutes ago. Actually, it was
I
like
guess
7.
that is a poor way to time our streams.
Yeah, because we always wait a little bit to time it up. But it's pretty close, because if we can hit that as close to an hour, then, you know, we are always late. So there you go.
Like me, showing up everywhere.
You'll be late to your own funeral.
I hope so.
It's
Because odds are I'm doing something fun. I don't want to be there.
There we go.
Alright, so those are the 4 VGAs.
Are those the 4 VGAs?
Bro. Golly! Mondo Chunk is all I'm saying.
What a wonderful power supply. So, this is, like we said, it is Firebird, which is basically, this whole system is designed around VFX and post-production suites. Chris, do you want to explain more about that? I honestly don't know which programs because you don't have them listed here.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Scroll down.
Ah! These suites include Maya, After Effects, Nuke, and Redshift. We built this workstation for Bonfire.
What?
Bonfire is a visual effects firm.
Bonfire is a visual effects firm. So if you need any visual FX and want to look cool,
What does FX stand for? Is it literally just effects simplified?
Effects.
really?
Yeah. VFX.
Oh, VFX is, and then I think it's just shortened to FX for
That's
like
just,
effects.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
You like that?
And the effects that we speak of are basically. Oof, that screwdriver is nice.
Isn't it? When it wants to be.
It's like effects and things like that you see in movies, special effects, all that jazz. Basically all of Avengers,
Yeah, right.
all of The Mandalorian.
But the Mandalorian, though. Have you seen it yet?
Nope.
I have. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, which is apparently an unpopular opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
You,
Wait, what are you saying really to? That it's an unpopular opinion?
Yeah.
Well, it's gotten some
Mixed reviews. I mean,
Yeah.
but Baby Yoda.
baby Yoda. Baby itty bitty Yoda. With big eyes and force powers.
Spoiler alert.
It's not that big of one. You could kind of figure that one out.
Hey, Jason. What's going on, man?
Chris yells hi Jason from the distance. We will relay comments. I messed with the audio setup and hopefully it's actually a lot better than what it was last time.
All of those.
it sounded a lot better in our test streams, so I'm hoping that it sounds a lot better now. So, but I don't know how much you'll hear of like Chris in the distance. Probably very little.
Hopefully. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm kidding. Still love you.
He's just trying to give Will a face, but Will's just not even looking up.
I'm trying to get us out of here in an hour, Chris. It's not working. Yeah. Now he pops up with the heart. I swear, man. This freaking window. How on earth do they want me to do this?
Hi.
I need to take this top panel off.
Wow.
Jason says audio sounds good.
Good.
Perfect. This is, you want to talk about clearance. Well, look at the clearance right here.
What?
No, do you see there is none? It is literally 0.
How's that for tolerances?
The
Newbie would
clearance
be
level
proud.
here is just... Oh, there's no autofocus. I turned that off. You're not going to see that. I apologize. I'm just going to hold it up and you're just not going to see it. Can't hear Chris. So that's a bonus.
Who said that?
Hey Chris, can you go into the camera settings on top cam and make sure the autofocus is set to 0, or make sure the focus is set to 0?
Well, OBS is running.
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, you can edit top cam perfectly fine. It's just when you try to edit the settings on the camera, the front cam that actually have settings on camera, it gets angry.
The
Oh, that's
autofocus
pretty
is
cool.
turned on.
Okay, is it set at 0? Focus.
Focus is on 0.
Okay, perfect. Will is just contemplating what's going on right now.
Well, I found a bunch of these little stand-ups, and I don't know where they came from.
There, and there. There should be one more.
It was over here somewhere. Found it.
There you go. It holds the power supply up so it can get some fresh air.
Well, that's what I thought, but I didn't see it, so I was concerned.
It's fair.
I was mildly concerned.
All right, so while Will does that,
So, they're going surgery with an elephant. Oh, my goodness. There you go. Nope.
I was going to suggest, how about we lay this down?
We'll stand up, because that will make my life harder.
That's fair. I'm going to go ahead and install our wonderful badging. Ooh,
There
you
it
do
is.
not hear me. That's going to sound weird. If you have surround sound, I'm just walking around the room while talking.
All of a sudden, somebody hears you behind them, and they're just like, what?
Put it on top.
I will.
Put it on the door. It'll go away.
Go away. Well, I was going to put it right here.
Yeah.
Connor, I hate myself.
What'd you do? Spicy.
I'm just an idiot, that's why.
And on
Because-
today, how Will screwed up. Sorry,
Well,
that was me.
I may not be. I may be. I may be, but I may not be.
What'd you do?
No. There are some of these that have, sorry, that one,
Just gonna set this there. For
have
now.
8 and 6s, and I did not choose all 8 and 6s.
We're not putting these in any configuration, right, Chris? SLI or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
So not you.
So not
Not
Sly.
you. So like, are there only 2 cables? Yeah. Alright, cool.
Probably.
So install cables for 4 video cards. In the event that they upgrade to 2 more, we'll want them to already have the power.
Okay, then what I'm going to do, because what I did is I put in the 8-pin power for the cards, not the 8 and, or the 8 and 6.
Also see there is an additional 6-pin power for the motherboard if there is, plug that in.
There is not. There's only a 24 pin.
Why?
In the event that they fully load the motherboard with 4 video cards,
That's fair.
which they're probably gonna do soon.
That's fair.
So
Did you hear that? If you find an extra 6, then throw it on in here.
Okay.
And that will be
well,
perfect.
Black Falcon didn't have a problem.
So install for.
I thought that's only for
So
like drives. Like if you're trying to add like a bunch of like U.2s and like NVMe. I think that's why that supplemental power is there. I don't think it's for these because it pulls power off of power supply.
So these two are the cords for this build because we need an 8 and a 6.
Yes.
The rest of these cords are single 8s. Does that make sense? Like there's no additional. So do you want me to plug in all 6 or 4 extra cables to
Do plug in the cables as if we were doing 4 of those video cards.
Okay.
While Will does that, I'm going to do some research on the manual.
Well, Connor, you're gonna have a heck of a cable management time, brother.
I know. And I'm going to see what that extra power thing does. With the quick user guide, which is actually probably not going to be helpful.
No, probably not. Nothing about the quick user guide is ever quick. It always takes some doing to figure out.
Yeah, it's for ATX. Well, it just says install ATX power.
Oh,
Alright, that's not helpful. We have our free promotional Frisbee disc.
that's always fun.
Chris is, I was like, I looked up and I was like, oh, Chris is either going to like this or really not like this.
Do we have any other power cables that have the 8 and 6? Chris, can you look for that?
No, we cannot do that.
What do you mean?
They are brand specific, so you can't cross them.
That sucks.
This is the same power supply that we use on Black Falcon.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Because I've got. Yeah.
We have enough.
Alright, let's get this together. 1, 2, and 3. And then we need the 2 extra. Am I thinking about this right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. 13. Is it toasty in here to y'all?
I feel fine.
Never mind.
It's 72.
Maybe I'm just
No.
sweaty. Sweaty. Alright, so we've got all of these that are coming this way.
So you have 4 8 and 6s.
I've got 3 8 and 6s and then 2 additional to get the last 8 and 6. Does that make sense? Because I've got. Come here.
Mirror.
Hey, you!
Pardon me.
Mirror.
Well, they're on
Well,
the top,
they're on the top.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Welcome, Chris.
Look
to
at
the
my
live stream.
bald spot. So I've got those 3, and then I've got these 2. There was not a 4th one of these.
It's the same power supply that we used on Black Falcon.
That's what I was thinking.
We should have 4.
You mean like the one that's in my hand right now?
God?
It was sitting in front of the PC, Chris. It's not my fault.
This is the one that you need.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Chris. I was getting there eventually.
I wonder if that 8-pin will fit in here.
No.
No.
They're
Alright.
pinned out separately so that you don't do that specifically.
Nice.
That's 100% else.
Oh, what was that?
Got it.
Did you pop your head?
Yep, on the promotional Frisbee.
Oh man, bro, I hate this little back plate. Oh, wow. That one just dug straight in.
Are you good?
That one's not friendly.
I think that Will has finally made his first blood sacrifice to the PC gods.
Yeah, I certainly have. You got a little towel? Before I go digging around in here again? It's literally like the tiniest thing. But it's just annoying. Well, we're having a
Wonderful.
fun time. What are you looking up?
To see what that 6 pins for.
Is it not for the power?
No, it is.
You got a itty bitty band-aid? It's literally like just that. It was just a good prick. Speaking of a good prick.
We're just waiting at this point.
I know, brother. Alright, you know what? Hey!
I know you're about to give up, weren't you?
Yeah, it definitely was.
Alright, so
All right,
power
cool.
supply is all good?
Power supply is good. These are over here. These are over there. And all of these are being fed through the back. Yep.
I'm just doing little peels. So I hope everyone's Friday and their week has gone well.
I hope so too.
This has been an interesting build so far. We're 30 minutes in and we've done nothing.
The equivalent of nothing. And in fact,
Will is fighting with Medusa over here, and I've installed all of the things. Technically, I have a fully functioning computer right here.
it's a big
Just
technicality, brother.
not for long. It would probably overheat. Very quickly.
Excuse me.
Bless it. It's kind of like, I don't even... It'd probably turn on, then turn off. But hey, at least it would work.
Would be there. Alright. Medusa is through, up, and over, and
Leave the power supply cover off for now.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm about sick of that thing. I'm sorry, but I've had disgruntledness with this case.
Already?
Oh, it's not already.
How many times? Yeah, we worked in this case before, and it was a little rough.
Case. Just a stupid case.
It is a good case, but frustrating. But hey, look at the positives. The power supply weighs so much now that it's not going to tip over. Actually, I lied. I did lie. Look.
Yeah, it'll still tip in a heartbeat, man.
All right.
I have no
You
doubt
want
about
to jump
that.
on off
Yeah.
real quick?
Are you on the front screen?
Do it? No, we're still on top.
Top screen?
If you just want to jump on around, and I'll grab the screws for this and screw this in, and you can
There you go.
take a quick breather. So I'm going to try to pull this in a little bit more so that you guys can see this, what I'm doing at least. It's nothing too glorious, but we're just putzing around with this power supply and trying to get this baby in. All of our Be Quiet screwdrivers now. Oh, I can just reach up through here. There we go. One of the frustrating parts about this case is this side panel doesn't come off nicely. I mean, it does come off, but there's screws and junk, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to take off. So reaching around here with just a giant glass panel is kind of aggravating, but hey, it works. Awesome. It's a quiet on stream tonight. Not many people are talking. There we go. So power supply is now installed. We're going to leave the little side panel, the doohickey, off for now, or the power supply cover. Just honestly because it's easier to work with, it not being in there. Pretty reasonable. So I am now going to lay this down best I can. There we go. Hopefully that's in stream. Maybe. I hope. Because I cannot see right now. I'm honestly stalling to wait for our laptop over here to kick in so I can actually see it. Yes, it is. Perfect. So these are the accessory box, if you've never seen these. They're actually kind of cool. Kind of goes through and they give you a little pack of screws and then a RMA request thing. This is actually a little metal bracket that comes in it, and it's for pump mounting for not radiators, excuse me, for like water cooling and such. And we're not going to need this for the rest of this, so we shall be good to go.
All right, brother. How's life?
Good.
Fantastic.
Got it all.
Just laying down.
Indeed, your observational skills are wonderful.
Astute, as it were. All right. Let me get the graphics cards out, and I'll start getting the fans on them.
All right, go for it. They're down there on your side.
Sick, brother. I'm gonna get out of here before I knock the camera over. I hate where that camera's at, man. Like, I get the arm thing, and it is awesome, but my goodness.
Well, yeah, but it's also not designed. You're not supposed to be on that side of the set.
Hey.
Just you've decided to be on that side of the set.
I do what I want.
And that adds a level of confusion to set design. Because the whole set is designed to work on this side over here.
Correct.
But sometimes we do use that side of the table.
Alright, can you move those Be Quiet screwdrivers and shift to your right at all?
Yes, let me screw this in first. Because I'm actually going to stand it back up once I screw this in, so...
Oh, cool.
That's kind of why I'm more or less stalling.
I thought that was only in Russia.
No, that's stalling.
You're right, you gotta put a little southern twang on it.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, thank you for the pity laugh, dude.
There's just that little pity laugh.
Just hear the slight giggle from the back. What? You okay? I don't think it was that funny.
Nor did I.
Where'd we go? We have too many boxes. Don't, no. I know. I see it all. They don't because they're on this side of the stream. Or on their side of the stream, whatever it is. Oh, dude. You got
With that sound effect, too. Would you like a bouquet of Be Quiet screwdrivers?
Jeez, dude. So I'm gonna take my wife. Look, I'm just saying, if my future wife is watching this, like, I ain't rolling up with a bouquet of screwdrivers. I swear I'm much more romantic than that.
Oh, there's a lot of jokes that could be made to that.
It'll definitely be ram sticks. At least.
No, I don't cheap out on like that. Come on. You gotta go a full...
16.
I actually...
What is 16 times 32?
So they make a 128 gig stick.
16 times 128.
2 terabytes.
Yes.
Wow.
We spec'd one out because we had a potential client for that.
Let's go.
That was a lot.
Alright, I'm gonna switch it to cam 1. Hello. Is it? Welcome.
Just reach over the top.
Hello. Well, for the people that are just joining, they have not seen our wonderful faces. By that I
What
mean
up?
we keep it on top cam so you don't have to see our wonderful faces.
At that point, is it wonderful?
And they're not so wonderful faces.
I'm pretty happy with my face. Connor, you should be happy with yours too.
I'm giving him a look, but you guys can't see that because there's a giant case in the way.
I felt it.
That's understandable. All right, so I'm going to be passing some cables through.
I'm not catching them.
No, I know.
I'm still just trying to work on this. I don't know why, but my work has been really slow tonight. Like,
Everything's felt slow in this build
normally,
so far.
I'm a lot faster than this. I agree. Alright. I'm gonna love cleaning this office. There was large amounts of sarcasm in that. Just because there's cases and boxes everywhere.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff, man.
Like stuff times 10. Lot.
Which is good. I'm happy
But bad
with
at the same time.
that.
Uh-oh. I went to pull on the
Give me
Noctua fan and it just unplugged. I was like, uh-oh.
I don't like that word.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What was that?
This is very frustrating. I strongly dislike this side window.
Dude, I'd hate this case. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it.
Will has said it.
Can we take can we take the side window off?
Yes, with more effort. And it's like, the thing is, as soon as it's together, the case is incredible. Working in it is miserable.
Do you want to take it off, or do you want to leave it on?
I'm trying to take it
Son of a
off.
Gun. And these Chromaxes. you're not
There it
supposed
goes. Yeah, see. Here, you take that.
Okay.
Have fun.
All
That,
right.
we're on front cam, so everyone just saw it. My face looks really rough. Someone's going to clip that, and it's going to be bad.
To... Yeah, so about that beautiful face thing, man, I got a confession.
Don't finish that thought.
I'm standing right over here, brother. These little nubbies, I'm sure they look fantastic when you put all the colors on them.
All of the cables that Will has graciously gifted me with.
I tried to. I don't know if it worked. Quite frankly, I don't think it did. Hello?
What?
Alright.
I'm just
Oh, he's just clearing his throat. I was like, what?
no. Everything's good.
Everything is fine. Everything crashes at that exact moment.
Uh,
This is still fine.
It's all fine.
OBS crashed and YouTube crashed. Well, they went the live stream.
It's like, well, guess we'll pick this up on Monday.
Yeah, right. There we go. Alright, now we're making some strong progress.
This looks pretty cool on the inside, though.
Do you actually see it now
Well,
with the new lighting?
I can, but I'm also like off at an angle.
No, I was saying
Bro, on the screen, not just you.
Oh yeah,
No.
like that.
There you go.
But I can't. Then I can't see into it.
Well,
So I'm gonna cover up Will a little bit.
I'm not doing anything important.
I'm gonna bring the light down a little bit.
Okay, you do you. You bring the light down.
You do you, boo boo.
Brought the light down, guys.
Bringing the house down. Ceiling caves in. Chicken Little runs through. The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
That's a reference.
Disney Plus is a wonderful thing.
Hashtag not sponsored, but definitely can be. Disney,
Definitely, please sponsor.
hit us up. Would like to meet Robert Downey Jr. He seems like a pretty chill guy.
Uber chill. Or Johnny Depp, or literally any other of those people. Alright, nice. One down. Golly. I don't know why, but these fans are just tedious, dude.
It's just you. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's fair, but like,
It's
what the mess? I gotta go in here to this box and get the little nubby doos to pull out the fan and unplug the fan and put the nubby doos on, and I'm gonna stop complaining now.
I'ma stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. And I need the.
Go away.
I need the zip ties.
Come on.
Top Cam, definitely good investment. Thank you.
Top cam, solid investment.
Top Cam, best cam.
Going that way.
Sorry that I have to hide behind the case.
I'm cool with it.
Can you hand me those little needle nose right next to you? Thanks, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all my stuff exists in the front of the case, so don't worry about me.
Yeah.
But you knew that.
Oh, indeed.
Indeed, sir.
Indubitably.
Dibbidi. Alright. I'm getting better with these little nubby doos.
All right. So let's run.
So that's good. Hey, power cable's going down low.
Yeah.
You're going over there, and then you're coming up with me. Hello.
All right, I'm gonna try to plug it in at an angle to
Sure.
keep the camera satisfied.
At this point, I'm just launching boxes, and I'll worry about them later.
It's
There's nothing important in them.
you think until you hit that one box, they're just car thud,
No.
and it's like, oh,
It is at that moment I'm allowed to panic.
panic at me. Set in. Oh, that would explain a lot, actually. Try to plug in the extra CPU power, and it wasn't plugging in, and then I realized that I plugged in the first 4 pin in the middle slot, leaving 2 on either side, thus not allowing the other 4 to plug in.
Not healthy.
There we go. Solid. Swolid.
Swollen.
Swolid. DJ Swolid. Good name.
What's happening with DJ Khaled nowadays?
I don't know. Did you see that? Oh gosh, never mind. I forgot the band name, and I'm not gonna.
Dan Camino?
No, there's a band that canceled all of their tours because they want to make them more like environmentally friendly and all that jazz. Because concerts are really, really environmentally impactful, apparently.
Well, I mean, fair, but still.
So they canceled all of theirs until they could figure out a way how to make their concerts green and basically better for the environment.
That's good for them.
Yeah, and it was a very popular band. I just forgot the name of the band.
Green Day.
No,
Be
it
ironic.
would make sense.
Thought you thought of it too. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Why do we like Chromax fans so much?
Noctua has very good static pressure, and they're very quiet, and Chromax black.
Versus the brown and tan.
Facts.
Which is the same fan,
Just different colors.
looks kind of bad.
Yeah, the brown and tan is
I think
rough.
they're the same price too. I believe. Maybe, I think the Chromax may be like $1 or $2 more.
I just missed the Corsair Archibas.
Oh, we're gonna have a few on the next build.
Oh, God.
I
Yeah,
don't even want to know.
no. You miss you miss those until you start messing with them, and you're like, oh, we have RGB cables again.
Bruh. Well, you always used to deal with those.
I know. All right, we're gonna switch to top cam for this.
Alright, radiator is on.
Will,
Yo!
check it out.
Woohoo!
And we got 6.
Woohoo!
Quick math equals 14 fans. No,
12.
12. I knew it was 12. 6 plus 6 is obviously 14.
Oh.
Get on my level.
Alright, brother.
I am installing the CPU cooler as we speak. Then, we shall be good. They like barely include enough thermal paste. That's the one thing about Be Quiet that's like slightly frustrating, and arguably sometimes there's not enough thermal paste.
We're giving credit for not wasting it.
Yeah. I'm literally onto the third tube of extra thermal paste that we've had.
I straight up love these supers, man.
What I love about this, hopefully this is in frame. That just pure shine. Looks quite nice.
This top panel does pop off.
Does it?
Oh yeah, I like that.
You've heard it first here, folks. Chris likes it.
Oh, that looks nice.
I'm just pulling off the top, dude.
No, I'm.
Alright, beware about knocking that because
So I don't know how it looks in YouTube, but I see it directly in OBS. There's a.
Hang on, brother.
It could be
What's up?
great.
No, we can do it.
why?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Hand me the other Chromax fan. Oh gosh.
Can you get that Chromax fan? While they
Yeah.
try to find
Yeah.
this screw.
Absolutely, I can. I don't even know where it is though.
Same. Hi, Chris.
Huh?
I dropped a screw right down there. The
Is it like under the motherboard?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Hold on, let me get a flashlight. Sorry for the strobe.
If there is one. Alright, let me see. Really do not want to uninstall this because I got it just perfect. Be very frustrated. Here's your phone back. Alright, I heard movement.
Oh,
Oh, I see it.
it's over here.
Aha! I got it back.
Which camera are we on?
Top cam.
Why did we have an easier time with Black Falcon?
Bigger case.
This case is fighting us.
Yeah.
This case is very much fighting us.
So Black Falcon was much bigger. Well, not much bigger, but we also didn't have an air cooler in Black Falcon.
You are very right.
Yes.
That was fully water cooled.
There we go. Do. No, it is getting toasty in here. These lights are getting warm.
Can we turn off these upper lights?
No, that's not what gets us. It's these two lights over here.
That one doesn't put out a lot of heat,
No, the one that you're standing next to barely
Very
puts
low.
out heat.
but
Those.
replacing
lights.
those with another one of that is a little pricey.
Yeah.
It's more than the mic and DAC cost.
Yep. But the mic and DAC were so worth it. Like, that was one upgrade that I wish we did a while ago. Because it sounds so much better now. It sounds so good.
Backwards.
Yep. You're right. You're right.
Do you want to stop you right there?
This is why Chris is just standing here. Backwards!
Backwards.
Frog.
Wrong. Denied.
Off my finger. Alright, that's there. Chromax fan there. Is that on the correct side?
Oh. I plugged in all the things, and we had a little thing that I set aside for it. Frustration.
That's the second time.
Frustration station. Yeah, that's correct. Alright, so
Let me get this fan on.
yeah. Do what you gotta do, then I can start rocking. Let me get fan screws together.
I apologize for being in front of the camera, but
We're still on top cam.
I know.
Oh. Okay, what you mean?
And I am currently in front of top cam.
Let me get back to the comment.
You're good. There are no comments.
We do my job.
Yeah, go do your job, Chris. Stop telling me
Yeah.
I'm doing stuff backwards. Your
Yeah.
comments backwards.
Yeah.
Type
see?
of comment completely in mirrored font. All right. So what are you going to do after this, Will?
I was thinking cookout.
Okay, well, I was thinking after the CPU cooler.
Oh, well, I was gonna put the. Oh no, it's just kidding. I was gonna put the. Why can I not even think of them?
Graphics cards?
Radiators.
Radiators. Radiator springs?
Good reference.
Yeah.
Hashtag Disney Plus.
Chris just.
Oh, it's fine. We can mention their product. It's a good product.
No, I wasn't getting mad about that. We're
Oh.
just laughing.
Oh, come on.
Oh. Because all we're just hearing is in the distance. It's just very confusing.
Distant rumbles.
Confusing.
Alright, brother.
Alright. Nope, skip one.
That's what I thought.
Always skip one on those. Can you do this? No. I was gonna say do it vertical and standing up so I could do some cable management, but it is all good in the metaphorical neighborhood.
Man, is this man really gonna load up this thing with 4? Let's go.
Skip one.
No. Not on this.
Four, so because
Actually, I
they're
think you need to
using,
take
so
the top
the video
one.
cards are being used to
Come
render
here.
in Redshift, and the
I'll
first
definitely
one does X amount,
Just
the
take
second
this.
one
Be
does
safe.
about double, the third one does nearly triple, and then it starts tailing off.
That's fair. So
Seven video
diminishing
cards.
returns, but it's not as bad as SLI or that kind of stuff.
So SLI only works on certain cards with the Quadro NVLink bridge.
Right,
you
and
only
you
use that
get
if you
very
want-
much diminishing returns.
Well, you only use SLI if you want double the RAM. It will. Arcane and Redshift can see all the video cards
You don't skip one on this
individually.
one.
7 cards is kind of the max on Redshift. Arcane
Wait.
much
Lift it up.
higher.
Oh, you're going to that one. Sorry, I thought you were going to this one. I was like, what are you doing? Alright, here, let me get this. Hold on.
Probably in.
No, it is not. It didn't click.
No, it's in. Yeah, you can see the little tab thing.
The
Hold it.
mess.
Yeah, these are just quiet. See, listen to how loud that is. Barely.
You're right. I wouldn't have gotten that.
No, you have it in. You're good.
Please don't break that motherboard.
So
Well, the bottom one's gonna have less length. Keep that in mind.
So the
Yeah.
bottom video card needs to go over here.
Before you screw that in, Will, let's drop in the other card.
I
Just
agree.
so we can get a visual on what's going on.
I'd like to get a position now.
I would bolt that in right there first.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna tear it.
Nah, it's all good. We got it.
You feeling right there?
Yeah? Do you have just one of the first basic screws just to drop it in there, just so we don't have to really worry about it?
Yeah. Are you cool with the cables being crossed like
Yeah,
that?
no, that's fine.
Alright, yeah, I've got them over here.
And just drop one in. Or if you really feel daring, you
actually-
could do two.
That is going to be a fan screw, and that is too big for that.
Yep,
So,
you need the tiny ones.
these tiny ones.
Are those ones that came with the thing, the cards?
Nah,
There should be ones that came with cards.
did not see those.
weird. We had to move all of our stuff around.
Okay.
So we now have our normal parts area is not our normal parts area anymore.
Alright, cool. Same time.
Yeah, and then you want the small ones of those boys.
Cause I was looking at that like, that ain't gonna work.
Hey, Chris, jump on over here for a sec. We can do 2 stacked like this, or we can skip a slot and put one there. Then that would give better thermals for these 2, and then if they do upgrade in the future, then they can just slot them in 2 and 4. You see what I mean?
I mean, I was gonna do it like that anyway.
Do it like this.
1
Okay.
and 3, yeah.
I just want to make sure that we're on the same page there. And
Yeah. You're probably gonna need to take that HD audio out, like on Black Falcon.
I thought that was only because we had 4
That's just because we have
graphics
4.
But in the event that they put in 4,
Well,
then that HD audio is not going to be able to work because the video card's going to.
But it's not in it yet.
case. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Let me just test it while we wait.
I mean, it's. Yeah.
It'll just be easy. It's a different case and different board,
But it's still a 4 slot.
so I think it's going to be a little different.
All right.
Has it been a long week for all of us?
Mm-hmm.
It
Nope,
feels
slotted
like
right in.
And it's straight.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, like that's why I was saying that should honestly be fine.
Okay.
So, are you good for the other radiator?
It must have been
Yep.
the board.
Are we coming around the back side of the air cooler?
Yeah, if we can.
Must have been the motherboard.
Perfect. Let me screw this in before we put too much tension on that.
Well, you know what? I can put it in this back slot.
The top back one.
Can you put that one in the middle?
No.
No.
And technically, I guess you could try to go around, but
I mean, I was gonna have it tilt, like turn to 90 degrees.
Like this?
So this is the front, yeah. And then, so the bottom, so in the event that they go 4, this is the bottom card. Then that's 1 up from it. Actually, that would sorry, yeah, that would go there.
What?
You were right. Bring that back over to there.
I see what you're trying to say
'Cause-
here. Because he's saying the length.
You gotta
if
watch the hose
install
length.
second card, it has to go there.
And then the bottom card would go on the rear. That would be a pain in the butt, but it would.
So I'm good to screw
It
this
would
in
work.
right here.
Yes.
All the way to the farthest left that you can.
I'll get there.
And then, yeah,
Yeah, I'll get there.
it's all good. We got it, Chris.
Do you think that the radiator, that adding a radiator here,
It'll be fine.
the hose would,
Hold on,
would
Will.
clear?
Before you screw that one in.
Can we turn the radiator 90 degrees up?
That way then we can add another fan in there.
Well, that way that the hose doesn't interfere with a possible fan. Long term.
Right. Right.
Yes.
Okay, is that how I'm screwing it in?
We can't screw it all the way over there because we have those cables, right?
Correct. I can do it the other way. I can get it as far to the left as possible. This is as far as I can go left.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I
I think we actually can do it all the way left. We just have tension on these cables because it's pushing up on the back there. So what I want to try quickly is let's pull this off a little bit. And let me see if I can't pull these cables. No, we can't. Those are
pretty tight.
Those are
I
pretty
tried
tight.
to push them through a little bit.
Oh,
earlier.
okay. I didn't notice you saw that. Or didn't see that.
So they're not gonna get it. They're gonna work in these slots.
Hold on, we got. What is that?
That came from
The fan, didn't it?
yes.
The radiator or this mount.
This
Alright.
CPU fan.
This is the CPU fan.
Yep.
Do we want to go ahead and plug that in?
Yeah, if
Yes.
you don't mind, just plug it back in. There should be a splitter down there.
Yeah, I got it.
Just plug it back in so we don't have to worry about it when we have the radiator in there.
There it is. She's in. All right. So I'm screwing it in top right there.
Would that leave room?
We
Yes, we can fit a fan right there.
Can we put another one of these rats?
standing up, yes,
That's
exactly
the-
like this, yes.
Okay.
Because see, this is the size of fan. I'm just gonna put that there as a spacer for now,
That'll work.
and as long as we can fit that in,
Okay.
we'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm screwing that in.
Go
Okay.
for it, please.
Yeah. Okay.
And then number 2.
Actually, I'm going to. These are our 2 power cables that we do need now. I'm going to bundle up the extra ones right now. Because these will be a later thing. For a later upgrade if that comes down the road. Basically makes our lives or whoever's lives doing this a lot easier. Can you toss me a zip tie that's 2 of them actually sitting right there? Appreciate it there.
Of course. Anytime. Ouch. Alright, so that's there. You are all the way over there, so...
Oh, I'm a dumb. I have literally a bag of zip ties sitting directly underneath me.
I'm a dumb.
I'm like, ah! Oh yeah. That's an F in chat. Chris is just walking around, and I just hear him murmuring numbers to himself, and I'm a little worried.
Wiki!
16 EVGA video.
I'm just picturing the Transformers dude. Wiki.
The zip tie is done did broke, and it makes me the upset.
It makes me the upsetty. Upsetty pussetty.
Perfect.
Nice.
Nice.
Such a weird video.
It really is.
So strange.
There's a remake of it that is. Oof. Andre loved to play in our Discord. It was not a good time.
It was not a good time. Everybody's got one of those guys in the Discord.
If you want to join our Discord, by the way, we don't have one.
Yep. Alright, sick. Rad's in, fans in. Man, that is Medusa.
Yeah, it's all good.
That looks better.
If
Yeah,
you
that looks
want
better.
to try to
What do you want me to do?
cable manage these so they like line up with it, you know what I mean? And then just zip tie them onto it.
Who do you think I am?
Ah. But I do need to get in here and finish putting these in. Can you toss me those thumb screws right underneath you? Actually, here. Jump around here. Perfect. Alright.
Alright, I don't like these on this.
There you go.
Speaking of that bag of zip ties, still got that?
Yep, right here.
Come on, I got some here.
Actually, if we could stand this up, and if you want to work on that side, or I can work on that side,
I'm cool with
I just
that.
want to start working on some cable management here,
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
just to try to knock this out. How did this secure in there, Will?
Huh.
There's
It
screws
went
in the back.
so three thumb screws on the back side.
Okay.
We're gonna be able to install. Yeah, we should be able to install the last video card with that.
Yep,
In.
it can always be uninstalled. It's just a few screws, like Will said. There's 3 on the back, and then wait, how many on the bottom? None?
None on the bottom.
Perfect.
It should just latch in.
Okay.
Alright.
We're on a cable. Come on, there we go. Alright, so we are just
So-
over an hour in.
That's there. These are up. I'm cable managing
Thumb
those.
screws. These?
Yes, those are all the thumb screws. 2 of those are for the back set. 3 of them are for the panel, and then the 2 other ones are
If you
for
want
the
to try to line that up.
front window. Yes. Can you see the screws?
Yeah,
You got them?
I need this to go down just a skosh.
How's that?
Up just like a millimeter. There you go. Up, nope, a little bit too much. Up just like a millimeter or 2.
Good there?
Yeah, it should be threaded in.
My man. Yeah, it's in.
And then yeah, I can see the rest of them.
Yes.
We're still on top.
Oh,
Or
Well,
they're
it's
they're
fine.
gonna run into my back.
yeah, it's all good. We'll leave it on top cam just for one quick sec. Solid.
Solid.
Solid. And we should have what? How many fans plugged in here into this fan hub?
4.
4?
Should have 4.
Perfect.
Because 2 are back out here with the rads. We lost
Because I
fan
have
cable.
4 plugged in. That's what I was asking. I was like, let me double check on this one.
Alright.
Because I was like, I only have 3, and then I looked up and I was like, oh yeah, you plugged in 1. I was like, I forgot about that one.
What's up, brother?
Where's the 24 pin? Is it this one or next top one?
Send it through the same one as the 3.0.
So this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I need these.
I'm so happy that I'll leave you the cable tying to you, bro. That is my least favorite part of these builds.
It's not bad, honestly.
No, it could be worse.
Because once you know how to kind of know where things go,
Mhm.
you know how to kind of pre-lay some stuff out so that you can kind of forego some of the common pitfalls. Because the biggest pitfall about cable managing is honestly crossing your cables.
Yeah.
And it's sending something down somewhere and then immediately crossing it back with something else where you're like, oh.
This.
Going too fast.
Say what?
Take your time.
I'm going too fast?
No, a pitfall of cable
Oh,
management
oh, oh.
going
trying, going too fast, and not having.
I was like,
play
what?
I'm just like, what?
No.
Can you hand me snip snips?
I do not have snip snips. I have these. I do not know where snip snips are. I think Chris may have.
Chris, Ken has snip snips.
On your left.
Can have snip snaps.
Grazie.
The other video card power cables are stowed underneath the cover, or where?
Yep. I have them stored underneath there. They're zip tied up. All you gotta do is just cut the zip tie per card, and there you go.
Just go behind the case, cut the zip tie, and then feed it.
No, they're underneath the power supply cover. So
the-
you just have to unscrew the power supply cover, snip them, put them through, because you're gonna have to run them through the cable management hole in the front there.
Is there a way to make that a little bit easier and just go and stow them like out front?
And we don't have enough space back here.
I meant out front. Or you
No.
wanna do that? Okay.
No.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Now those clip together.
Because all it is literally just 3 screws.
Yeah.
And clip a zip tie and then 3 more screws.
When Will is done, I'm worried that one of the fan cables from the cooler is gonna hit a radiator fan.
Alright, well, we'll look at it here in a sec.
You're looking right at it, Will.
You talking about this one?
Yeah.
All right, I'll look at it.
Okay.
I'll give that some loving.
Don't want a fan to get interviewed with the cable.
I don't either.
Especially for the cooler.
Alright, I'm going to pass you the 24 pin. Which way does it need to bend? Like, which way does the little clippy do need to be on?
Towards the front.
Towards that side?
Yep.
Okay. So here you go.
I got it.
So you should be able to pull it through and, yeah, bend it around. You got it. You nailed what I was going for.
Come on, wrestling.
Do not have much more on there.
No, you're good. I got it. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Indeed, I did.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Got it in.
I've got it in, but now I'm trying to jam the VGAs back through.
Oh yeah, yeah. You could just push those through best you can.
Those are not friendly. Have you got another zip tie up there?
Yeah. Here, take some long ones. Do you need long ones or short ones?
I just need zip ties.
Because they're long and short. Give you both.
Look at how generous you are.
And we're actually almost done.
Bro, we're cruising.
We're
I am just
very
about
close to being
finished up
done.
with the cable managing up here.
Nice.
Don't like how I did that one.
Oh, you're fine.
You good, bro? This immediately goes to confront him.
Talk about things. goes and brags about how good audio setup is, about how it's not going to pick him up, and then immediately still picks him up in the distance.
Yeah, right. All right, brother man. I'm good on my end.
All right, I am literally putting glass zip tie on.
I think you turned out pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ow.
Heard that.
I proceeded to use the pliers to grab my finger instead of the cable.
Hey, when that crap
I
happens.
was like, ow.
I definitely just brushed the microphone or something up there, so they probably just get a good little brush, little scrape. All right, man.
Awesome. Let's switch over to cam 1. See how Will's been doing on his.
Yeah, right.
Boom.
What does yours look like?
It's okay. I mean, it's pretty. It's okay.
This was a beast of a case. That looks good. Let you inspect mine.
Nice.
Oh, I never gave any love to this cable up here. He was looking at the cable in between that.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
There, just be quiet if you want. All right, I'm coming back over there.
Perfect. There we go. So let's switch over to
We're already on camera.
top cam,
Oh, we want to go back to top cam.
just to show you
Oh, the
guys.
reveal. Yeah. You do like to do that.
I do. I think it came out actually pretty decent.
I agree. I agree.
At least cable in
For
from
what
the
it
back.
for what it had to
Most
do,
definitely.
I agree.
All right.
All right, man.
So we should be on cam 1 here. We're going to throw the side panel of Death and Doom back on. And then we're going to plug this on it.
Let's hold off on putting the window on it.
Yeah, actually that's a good call. Let's toss the top on though.
Let's do what?
Toss the top on.
That's probably a good idea.
It's down there by your feet.
I'll hand you that, and I'll get the top back on it.
So we have the big chonkin cable.
Golly, it's massive.
This is a heavy, heavy computer now.
Oh, do you remember what happened the last time we used this one?
No.
The power button was bad.
Oh no, I didn't have the 24K pin cable plugged in. Look, well, do you hear the cracking of the cable?
No. Oh yes.
All right, big chunkin. Hopefully the stream will hold up because last time we tried this with this power supply,
It just
it
went
dimmed the
zoom.
lights.
That was freaking cool though.
Let's see.
All right, you ready?
Watch the light dim. Lights flickered.
Lights flickered. Now comes the big test. Is it on?
Power cycle.
Yep. Power loop.
There it goes.
I was gonna say it went like
It's like, wait.
Nice.
Oh, that looks awesome. Looks wonderful. So
Sweet.
it's a new system, so it's going to power cycle. The higher end systems will do this until it figures out what hardware is inside of them. And it'll do probably 3 or 4 of these cycles. It scared us to death the first time when we built one of
Yeah.
these and like panicked
Zoom,
of like,
zoom,
oh my
zoom.
gosh, it's
We've just broken it.
looping. And we're like, oh, we broke it. But
Well, cool. So what was it? And what was it for? And
this was our Friday night live stream. This is Firebird, which I think is now finally settled out into kicking on. So this has been Firebird. It is a VFX or visual effects. FX. Huh.
has the movies.
Yeah. Post-production workstation. So this system was designed for Maya, After Effects, Nuke, and Redshift. It is. Chris is all happy over there. It is designed around a Intel i9-9900K. Excuse me. Cooled by a Dark Rock Pro 4 from Be Quiet, hence the free screwdriver. Thank you guys. The motherboard is an Asus WS or Workstation Z390 Pro. We have 128 gigs, so that is 4 32 gigabyte DIMMs or sticks of RAM in here. So a total of, again, 100 and... I literally zoned out about how
28.
Thank you. 120. I was gonna say 124, and then I was trying to do the math, and I couldn't. It's been a week. For storage, we have an HP EX950 2TB
I feel
NVMe
so bad.
SSD.
We have just run out of energy.
We have.
Like we had it and just lost it. It
Anyway.
all went into that power supply.
Yeah, that power supply was was rough. As you guys can see, we have dual 2070s in here, RTX 2070 Supers. Excuse me, not just the normal 2070s, the Supers. These are the EVGA hybrid editions. For power supply, it is an EVGA SuperNOVA 1600 watt, which is basically half the weight of the computer.
Half the power of the sun.
Case that we've been fighting with through this fun stream has been the Phanteks
Battle.
Enthoo Pro tempered glass, and we have changed out 6 of the fans for the Noctua NF F12 PWM Black Edition.
You know, whenever they
Chroma
say, like,
series.
you look like you've been in a bar fight, and then it's immediately, well, you should have seen the other guy.
Yeah,
I feel like we've won this fight.
I feel like too. All right,
I feel like it got a few good licks in though.
for a few little extra entertainment, we're going to put
Oh.
on the.
We are?
Yeah, we're going to try to.
It's over here.
We're going to try to put on the very frustrating tempered glass.
With still having the plastic on it.
You
Yeah.
can have fun with that. I'm putting the back panel back on.
Well, I was like, yep, nope.
You want to go on top?
Nope. In theory, this should just slot on.
Sure.
I'm not putting up with that thing.
So there's going to be a lot of glare.
Yeah.
That's why.
Deal with it.
Oh! Worked perfectly.
I'm on. I'm on.
And then this will
Hang on,
screw
bro.
in right there. Again, the glare.
There you go.
And we're going to leave the little peely do on for now, at least. Thank you, Will. Oh, we actually forgot a few peely doos up here on the Phantekses.
Oh, no.
I know.
Why are there so many peely doos?
Give me that knife over there if you do not mind.
Knife?
The knife.
Nice to meet you, sir.
The kanoof.
Knuffle. Kerfluffle. Kerfluffin.
Noise isn't too bad.
No, it's really not.
Not for how heavy duty the hardware is.
Not for full load. Well, sorry, not full load, full speed. That's full speed.
Well, you were just spare parts, aren't you, brother? That is one of the best insults ever. You were just spare parts, ain't you?
You just are the sharpest tool in the kitchen, aren't you?
You're about as sharp as a bowling ball.
That's a pretty good one. All right.
Well, on bottom. On bottom.
As we get off
pulled that one off.
all of the rest of the peely
It's
dudes,
just a few
this is
little-
Firebird. And if you want to get involved, join our Top Flight crew, which is on Facebook, and catch us on the next live stream in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're taking a little hiatus
We're taking a hiatus, dang it.
for Turkey Day.
Oh, gobble, gobble, brother. And as soon as we get back, we're going to be full of energy and full of food and full of rest, and it's going to be awesome. But we thank you guys so much for joining us. Did you get that peel off?
No, yeah, I got those off.
Nice.
And I'm screwing in these.
All right, life good? Can I
Life
end it?
Is good.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great turkey day. Eat your heart out. Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, chocolate pie, apple pie, peach cobbler, anything of the but.
Okay, Bubba.
Steamed shrimp.
Steam shrimp.
Shrimp and grits, salt and pepper shrimp, butterfly shrimp, fried shrimp.
Goodbye.
Have a great night.